My Crafties, it's Tree. I hope you're having a good and crafty day. I'm here with a project share for what I am sending to my swap partner in the Spring Coffee Sleeve Swap, co-hosted by Cathy over at Cathy's Creative Crafts and More and Brenda at Brenda's Creations. I am trying so hard to get back into swaps and things like that, so got to get my crafting going. Anyway, thank you Brenda and Cathy for hosting this swap, and thank you for allowing me to be in it. And our other ladies, I'm going to have them all listed in the description box below. Please make sure to go down, check them out, click on their links, and go over to their channel and share your crafty love with them and support them. So we needed to make a loaded coffee sleeve, a mini pocket letter, an ATC, have embellishments, 2 sets of 2 at least, and that would equal a total of 4, and a banner on a string with at least 3 to 5, and they needed to be 1.5 by 2 at the, so about 8 inches long. Okay, and this needs to be sent by May 17th, which is coming up, and we're gonna post what we received. And okay, we don't need to do that. So my partner is Brenda at Brenda's Creations. Hi Brenda, thank you so much. I have partnered with you before, I believe. No, I've sent you stuff, I don't remember. Anyway, so I have a few things here. I have some beads from Ibarra that she sent me, and I kind of used some of those, whatever that's called, baker's twine. My favorite, Glue Nouveau Deluxe. These really sparkly seed beads. Some little beads from Jessie Jane Beads. Of course, oops, glossy accents, and easy looper. Hold on a sec. I also have a set of beads from either Panda Hall Select, or BB Craft, or there's one other place I worked with. I can't remember. These came in a kit. I've also added beads into it, so it's really fun. I enjoy working with that. Other supplies I used are, you know, the matte gold from Michaels, and vellum I get from wherever. I also used these glitter cardstocks. I love these. These are at Michaels. I think it's Recollections, and it's called Signature. It comes in a paper pad, 12 by 12, and I love these. These are my 2 favorite colors. I wish they sold them individually. So, and then when Joann's was going out of business, so I went over and I purchased a couple of these vellum butterflies, and this is what I have left. So been using it like crazy. All right, dies. I didn't use a lot of dies, but I did use this ZF Party. Can't really see it. It's this butterfly die. I fell in love with this, I tell you. So it comes in 3 different sizes, and you get the outer edge, and you get the part that makes a butterfly design, I guess, the outline. And then I used these butterflies from Karen Berniston. It makes this beautiful card. Isn't that so pretty? I've made one of these cards before, but anyway, the butterflies, I'll show you. Okay, so they have a slot in them, and you fold a corner of the wing down, and then they become little animated butterflies. Isn't that cool? So I took this one. I think this is a Recollections one. I think it came with a stamp and a larger butterfly, but I really love this one. And I went ahead and cut a hole in there and squished this in multiple times, and and came up with that. But instead of struggling with that, yeah. And for butterflies, I also use this, I'm going to say Recollections 5/8 inch butterfly punch. So a lot of butterflies going on. I know it's a coffee theme, but it was a spring theme too. And I just couldn't, I don't know, I love my coffee, but I couldn't get into making a coffee cup and coffee beans and all that stuff. So I went more butterfly. And there's this die here. It is the KF Craft Angel Wing, not butterfly, bow die. And I really only use that on packaging. And this one I had made before. And then these are, this is from the Cathy and Brenda die. And then these are from the Recollections. So I'll show you, well, I'll just, yeah, okay. We'll start with the coffee sleeve. I made a vellum one. That's where the vellum from Joann's came in. And it is a shaker. And this is a rose that I had created for another project, and I just had a couple extra, so I put that on here. This is a bow from Maggie Holmes. I think it's called Parasol. And then the sticker thingy button, and then the leaves, they came with the rose. And then it just says Brave Spirit. I don't know why. I just pick a sentiment. All right, and then, so my other paper that I was working with this collection for this project was the Maggie Holmes Parasol. Something florally, something that had butterflies in it, and I really like that. So that's where this box came in. This is Parasol paper. This, I don't know what this is. It was a rosette that was already made, and of course I like this gauze from Hobby Lobby. It's in the his and her section. I mentioned it a lot, and buy it on sale. Okay, and when you buy a package, you will have it for a long, 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 long time. So the butterflies, I just went ahead and put the Tonic Studio gold glitter drops on that. It is called Honey Gold, so that's what I used. Okay, running out of room. I got too much stuff up here. Okay, so when you open up my box, it's a tight fit, Brenda. I went ahead and I made a, well, we were supposed to make a mini pocket letter. So I made a mini pocket letter, and that's what it looks like. And I put a little dangle on here, some beads and charms, a butterfly, and one of those foam roses from the dollar store. I went ahead and took pink and vellum and just curled them up, little strips. And in this pocket, I made a little something. I don't know. Okay, my surprise element. Hello. Okay, so it just goes like that. And I put some little foam stickers on here. And I made some little embellishments here. These are butterflies in the back in the pink, the teal, and the vellum, and they're just on with a foam chunk, so you can take them off and use them. And they got that sequin embroidery floss from we get from Hobby Lobby. Then just because I stuck a piece of vellum there, and it looks like the gold Nuvo drops were not quite dry because they're kind of stuck there. I just made a little cluster here with the gauze and some elements from the Parasol collection, or it could be Garden Party. And when you open it up, it goes pop, and then you can see the butterfly that opens up, and it says "So Lovely," and over here it says "Pretty." So had to throw in a pop-up, and it does fit in here. I was going to make just a belly band for this, but then I thought, all right. So then in here I have the cluster, and that's upside down. In here I just have some butterfly die cuts in here, and some of them are already formed in the so just gonna use those. Maybe I had them in upside down because the flap was sticking out. And then this one is just a card, and I just sewed on it. It's okay. I don't know. It is vellum, and you can see the vellum around the edge. I did it so that there was a border. I really wish there would have been more of a border, but there isn't. And then I just made a little shaker element that was supposed to go like right about there with the butterfly and heart sequence. I used to get that from Walmart. Luckily I bought them out on those a couple of times because they no longer carry it. Okay, that's a struggle and a half. So that's my pocket letter. Just going to shred out and nope. All right, set that aside. I got too much stuff up here. Did I say that already? Yeah, sure I did. Okay, we don't need that. We don't need any of this stuff. But okay. We needed to do, I don't know where my list is. An ATC. Okay, so my ATC is here. And this is a vellum pocket. It might be from either Garden Party or Parasol. I can't remember. It already had the gold bow on there. I just put ahead and punched or cut out. That's a butterfly from the Karen Berniston, and then I put some seed beads on there. And then I went, this came with a black string, and it wasn't really even tied on. It was just looped around. So I went ahead and made one, and I put a little dangle on it. And then my ATC does that. It does open. It says, open me. Unless I glued it. Shut up. No. Oh, no. Okay. Got some fixing to do there. And there is just a sentiment that says, free to fly, and a vellum butterfly. So apparently I need more glue on this end because that didn't work. Oh, and I did, also in Hobby Lobby's his and her section are this spray of gold, whatever. And I just took a segment like that, and then I decided I wanted to put the pink, these are pink seed beads in between. So I cut off the gold one and I strung the pink ones on, and then I went, oh dear, I gotta put the gold one back on. So I just put a big dollop of glue down there and then pressed it in as much as possible. So that's how I did that, and this needs fixing, so we'll put this aside over here. And I'm sending a gift of coffee because it is a coffee swap. I just made a cute little dangle here. This is just gold and it slides out. I did sew down the sides, and it's just Starbucks Instant Pike Place Market. What is that called? Instant coffee. All right. We needed to do 2 sets of 2 embellishments. I started cutting the ZF Party butterflies, and woohoo, I had fun. Oh shoot. Okay, not a problem. So I went ahead and made, these are just on a little card. I made 1, 2, and 3, just the, not the outline. Kind of wish I did the outline, but anyway, I decorated them with flowers. Some of them I put these little sprays on, and some of them I put the seed beads on, some little flowers. Again, I just made a little pocket, stitched around it with gold thread, and then put the baker's twine around there. I added a little bit of glue on the back and a little bit of glue right there so it would stay. Did the same thing with this one. This one has the outline, and I didn't, you know, it's got the pretty pattern paper from Parasol, so I didn't want to take away from that. So I filled in with a lot of glossy accents and some of those seed beads, and I tied some bows on them, and they are all on here with just a little bit of foam tape, so you can take them off and use them on things. Please use them. All right, what else did we need to do? We needed to do, oh, well, before we get to what we need, I created this. This I had created for, I think it was Let's Do Die Cutting Monday, and or it was Embellish With Us Wednesdays. I think it was Embellish With Us Wednesdays. I had made, or I had a bin that has a bunch of little cutouts in it, and I went ahead and clustered them and made that. And then this is just a Velcro, and in here I have a little tiny pokey tool. I like the little ones. I use a darning needle, and I do put the earring back on there, and I try to file the tip down, but just in case, be extra careful. And then these are just some beads, random beads, and whatever. Okay. That goes in here, and then that goes like that. And it doesn't have a butterfly. Oh my gosh. So, the last thing we needed was a banner. Whew, it was the last thing I made, I tell you. And we're gonna have to clean some up because I want to show you the banner, and there's not enough room. So let me clean up. Uh-oh. Lolly says, "You have locked me up and I want out." Now. But we all seen what she can do if she's out here. Okay, so she's not coming out. Not until I'm done. Okay, so I did wrap it around that way. And it goes like that. And it does have a little play in it so that these are not like so tight they can't move. So I have a little butterfly at one end, and I guess some rondelles over here, and then I have between each one a cluster of a bead and a bead with the two clear rondelles. Most of them are pink, and then I have one in the center because there's, oh no, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh no, yeah, see, 3 and 3. So I put the one in the center as the green or teal, and it just spells out S-P-R-I-N-G, spring. And I got the gauze, and these little flowers that I got from Amazon. They're from J-Time 789 Thailand. So I get pink and I get the blue mix. This one says mixed pink and white. This one says just 50p. It doesn't say color, but it is blue. So I just kind of put this card in here because I know these banners can sometimes get away and get all tangled up. I am going up, above, so they're kind of stacking, and then I just took these and went around that. And then I have a tool bag, and it goes in there. I got this from BB Craft ages ago. I still have a ton of them. So I need to get this all packaged up and sent. And so what I had in my coffee sleeve were the 2 embellishments and this, hold on, and then my ATC, which I went ahead and glued that on back. Okay, so my information is on the back, and this is vellum, and I almost did a really good job gluing it, but then the glue dried really fast, and you can, anyway, I went ahead and put Craft Perfect tape over it. I normally put washi tape, but I didn't even know if washi tape would peel that off or not. So I went with the Craft Perfect dye tape because I know that that is extra gentle. So I had this in there somehow. And I'm not sure, I don't remember if I had the, I will put the coffee in there. And then I have this pretty little bag that I got from Daiso a long time ago, and I'm hoping that it will all fit along with all my extra goodies. And I do have a bag of extra goodies here. This was a bag that was gifted to me, and I just am reusing it. So hold on one moment. Okay, I did check, and my it is good, and it is glued. So, so I just put it in part way, not all the way, and then this just starts weaving, and I did add a dangle to it, so it's really cute, extra cute. I think a dangle makes everything extra cute, and I think it goes right in here. And then I think the coffee can just go in the back. And then I should make more shreds, but I'm not going to. A little bag. Everything goes in, and I think that I can just like squeeze that in there. Stuff it in the back. It won't be in the envelope, but it'll be there with everything. Like that. This will go on its own. I see shred sticking out. Does that bother you when the shred is sticking out? And then I have all my other things, and I have one more item. The glue is drying, so let me get these packaged and to the mailbox. Not the mailbox, the post office. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm going to the post office. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to the post office. Oh geez, I just dropped something. All right, so I hope you like everything I created. Brenda, I hope you like what I created. I might just throw these extra butterflies in there just for the heck of it because, well, I got them. You might as well use them. All right, and I need tie. So I will catch you in my next video. Until then, God bless you and yours. Bye for now.